Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one. To the 27. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Dumps it off to Gurley. Room to run past midfield. 23 yards on the play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And Blake has it over the middle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Fresh set of downs here. 2 for 1. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home. Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Derek Coleman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. Looking to throw. Moon. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The gain of 39 that time. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Off play action. Moon under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here we go. Off the bootleg. Moon. And he's going to go down again. Anthony Barr in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here we go. Black round. Ohio. Black round. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll be first down Rams. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line. Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Moon. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Come on, let's go.
A give to Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, Moon, the quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Julio Jones, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here. The 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They go play action here on first down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. DeForest Buckner forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. To throw on second down is gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. On first and 10, Moon. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up the 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Moon. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Olivier Vernon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 3rd and long. Moon forced out to his left. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first down. Moon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon able to drop him for a loss of 4. To throw on second down. Moon. Dancing to his left. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Gone. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, here's Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tavon Austin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tiger, C.J. Spiller. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Off the bootleg. Moon. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. Looking to throw. Move. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paul Krause. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Touchdown, L.A. Doug Baldwin, 46 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal, and I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in as a
blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. Moon, right side. That's complete to Gronkowski. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And here we go on 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run it in with Elliott into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Moon. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he knocks it through. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now running right through it.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
On 1st down, Goff. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You're talking about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Here's Goff, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Todd Gurley, 35 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Moon. Trucks over him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. He loses 5 full yards to bring up fourth.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Looking to throw. Moon. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw. Moon. Baldwin with it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Looking to throw on second down. Moon, a quick hitter, complete. It's Jones. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Counter, Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Goff. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Off the play fake. Moon. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure they're fan.
And now it's blocked. And the Rams have got it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took the snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
12 yards there as they move the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory.
Still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Sound. Oh, are you listening? Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. So I should learn. I heard the voice of this broken hymn saying, "None that this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going high.